I'd like you to take a second and imagine that you're back in elementary school and your teacher says, "What would you like to do in the future?" And you say something like singer, actor, or even president. But instead of supporting you, they say something like, "Hun, why don't you lower your expectations a little?" Well, personally, this isn't something that I have to imagine, because for as long as I can remember, my teachers have never expected as much from me as they have my peers. And this is because I have a traumatic brain injury in my frontal lobe, also known as a TBI. Because of my TBI, many people have never really expected me to be that capable of a person. And hey, if this is something you can relate to, let me be the first to tell you that you are the only one who knows your limits. And I would know because I have faced many challenges in my life that I've had to overcome to prove that I am just as capable as anyone else. And I'll elaborate on this more, as well as what I mean when I say you are the only one who knows your limits. As I briefly mentioned before, I have a TBI. I got this TBI from a car wreck that I was in when I was a baby with my mother, grandmother, and I. We all walked away with pretty bad injuries that had lasting effects, and in my case, my injury was a TBI, which has had lasting effects throughout my entire life. The doctor said I would never be quite as capable as my peers. Some things that I've struggled with is bladder control, reading, writing, tying my shoes, or even just walking in a straight line. But I never let that stop me, no matter how many people told me to lower my expectations. When they would tell me to grab the smaller book, I would grab the bigger one. When they would tell me to take the easier class, I would take the honors one. I kept pushing myself harder and harder to prove that regardless of what the doctor said or my TBI was just as capable as anyone else. And it's because I constantly kept striving that I proved to myself that I don't need the validation of others to be the best me that I can be. And neither do you. So next time somebody tells you to lower your expectations because you're not as capable, throw your shoulders back, put your chin up, and reach for the stars. Because you are the only one who knows your limits. Whether it was tying my shoes or trying to get the best reading score in the class, I never let anyone stop me from being the best me that I can be, because I know I'm capable of doing great things. And regardless of what the naysayers might say to you, you should never let anyone stop you, because you are the only one who knows your limits, and you are the only one who knows just exactly what you're capable of.